I've just been noticing that they've been dropping fortify cookies after every battle. And Alton's water is basically good synergy healing, in case you haven't had enough good synergy healing as is. Definitely things to reconsider for version 2. When I eventually get this around to it. Alright. Yeah, actually, because we have foam, we don't really need the drowsy ring that badly. If we really need it, I don't even think I need to have it equipped. That's another thing I've been pondering, if I should even have rings as an equipable item, because I don't mind them in Vanilla Golden Sun. But with the whole gimmick of Dawn of Djinn, being that you equip them and they kind of take a ring inventory slot, I kind of wonder if it would help me give me more to work around with for version 2, as well as make things less convoluted if I just got rid of the rings altogether. Maybe keep the one that prevents curses, just in case people want to use, if I decide to keep cursed weapons at all. And that's something I've noticed about effects that affect the wide range. They like at damaging ones, they do spread damage, or their effects spread, so it may always lower speed on the main target, but just because it's targeting more than one enemy doesn't mean that that speed drop will happen to more than one enemy. And I know that it works that way with support moves too. That's kind of why, that's my theory at least, why in the Vanilla Golden Sun all support synergy either affects one party member or all party members, because they knew that was the thing going in, and that's an easy way to work around the problem. The easiest way to work around the problem is to just never create a scenario where the problem pops up in the first place. I would know from experience, especially with Sweet Expedition. I like a bit of tangent, but that's pretty much the only way I've been able to really get the Maisie Daisy crash bug to work. Just never put the game in a scenario where it would call that function in that scenario in the first place. Alright. Actually, this should give me access to either the weapons shop or the armor shop at this point. And whichever one it is, I like to capitalize on the situation. For some reason, saying capitalize on the situation sounds a bit better than take advantage of. Alright, so no special armor to buy. But I will find special armor to buy nevertheless. So this is a new item. It'll probably give us a defense boost on someone, so I guess I'll show it off. And we picked up one of these already, right? Yeah. And, oh, this actually resists Earth. Isaac doesn't really need it, but Garrett, I find, can always use more max synergy points. And the defense boost is just so much better on Isaac, so I think I'll just go with that. Alright, let's see if we can find another way in, or if I think I just came out here too soon. I think there might have actually been something I missed in the cave. So let's go back in. Oh, that's right. The water resided in this area, so we can progress forward that way. Yeah, I think I realized Alton sucks. So I tried him, and it really sucked that the main thing that makes it suck, I couldn't really do anything about with the tools I had. So I tried to make everything else as exciting as possible to compensate for it. So that's probably why every single enemy in here has been new so far, and I think this is the first time that I've actually gotten this into picking new enemies for the encounters. I think it works. Do 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 do. And I probably should play Donkey Kong Country again if I'm already... If I don't have the iconic minecart theme memorized. Like, I know it, but for some reason, kind of after the dun 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 do 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 do. I mean, I kind of have it. It feels off though. I don't think I'm remembering the melody perfect. And I think like messing around with the classes for between each living statue has helped. It's giving me more excuse to experiment at the very least. And I'm playing around with synergies that I don't normally do, even though they're all vanilla in the process. I mean, like, in general, the classes have vanilla synergies. That does remind me, I can't wait until we get to the point where we can get to the tri-elemental classes, because that's where things kind of get fun and crazy. I'm already down to like 30 synergy points, and maybe I should hold off on getting too crazy with Isaac's moves. You know, something that they could use for the next Golden Sun game is just a few more customization options. The one I have in mind in particular is just a setting that can use to like automatically put all your Djinnies onto from standby to set in between battles. I guess part of it, like, it forces, the idea is to force you to actually play. I'll try and finish that thought after this. I am scared of this setup though. I want nothing to do with it, especially before opening this perfectly normal treasure chest that has nothing sus inside of it whatsoever. Okay, that's definitely not the game. It's gotta be something with my setup. Anyways, this is a new enemy, the Hydra's Mimic. It's just a stronger Mimic with no foreshadowing behind it whatsoever. It is significantly stronger than the Aqua Vessels that we've been fighting up to this point, so it's definitely not something to take lightly. Oof. Okay, that's just gonna be a fun time and a half. Alright, why? You have two Djinnies. Dang it, wind and water are off in space, they don't have healing. I mean, at least we have Spa, but really need to get you to just stop. Preferably everything, but I will settle for just not healing. Will you go to bed now? You do go to bed. Yeah, that Synergy Seal would have been wasted anyways. Wait, you didn't... Okay, I got worried for a sec that he woke up the moment I put him to sleep. Alright, Lava Shot you. Drop resistance if we can. Speaking of which, that's also a nice option. And you know what? Just for good measure, I'm gonna lower your speed too. Because that is nice. And I think Volcano would be slightly more effective in this case. Not by much, but possibly. Also, speed check. Okay, you are definitely faster, Ivan. So, we're gonna stick to the original plan. I probably should get my resistance up, but hey, I've been doing just fine as is. And then you can do the full 3 summon the 3 Djinn summon, because they'll definitely have the Djinnies by then. Perfect. Solid amount of damage. I'll take it. Extra defense boost, just be on the safe side. More importantly, to have a summon for next turn. Oof. I forgot it was that much damage. Alright. Might as well get Regen Rock off what we can. I'm gonna use a nut. Because my healing is not as prepared as it should be. Should I? You know what, I'd rather use this now and have a break before the ineffable boss fight. Let's just get that out of the way. Well, I mean, can't complain about a free Neurati's Tear, I suppose. Thankfully, we'll never have to worry about that enemy again.